Hola chicos, bienvenidos a la quinta parte ya de Tangle Tower. Vamos a ver, estábamos medio trabaditos para conseguir las sospechas de dos personajes más. Y ya tendríamos que estar acercándonos, no sé si al final, pero por lo menos a ver qué pasó. Así que, sin más preámbulo, ¡vamos allá! Bueno, nos faltaban las sospechas de Penny y de Pointer. Quiero ver si hay algo que no le pregunté.
I know a lot of people rather like this painting, but it's a little much for me. I find it overbearing. And for some reason, it makes me feel bad for Freya. I think she was more troubled than we knew.
Yo pensé que no le había preguntado por el papel arrugado, pero sí le pregunté. Porque las flores estoy seguro que son de acá.
It's a rose bush, growing on a little patch of bluish, apart from a couple of loose petals on
The roses are bright red, too.
Aren't roses?
Exactly.
It's a rose bush.
The roses exactly.
A little pond.
It looks really, really deep. See those metal bonds?
Yeah.
Nothing. Looks like somebody broke them and then never bothered.
Chicos, estoy media perdida.
It's a big glass
There are
tube.
weeds in
It's
there.
an aquarium?
Could be. Except more.
Porque yo les pregunté todo de todo. A ver, ¿qué onda? Vamos a preguntar al resto. Todo sobre las cosas de Poppy. La tengo con Poppy. Bueno, en parte, pero de Penny y de Pointer.
We found these up in the rooftop garden. Do you know how long they've been there?
No, it could have been a long time. We don't ever really clear up the rooftop garden.
Why not?
Nature is unruly. In truth, it prefers to be left alone. That looks like it might belong to Poppy. Freya's best work, in my opinion. Although, the photo doesn't carry the same energy as the real thing.
What do you think it's a painting of?
What do you mean?
Like, what's the subject matter? What's that big red thing?
Oh, I don't think it's that kind of painting. Poppy's piano music. I remember when she started learning. She's improved a lot since then.
Yeah, that's generally how it works.
Right. Of course.
The people here are surprisingly materialistic, considering how sheltered they are.
Materialistic?
Growing this fruit simply because it produces a gemstone-like material. For what possible purpose, other than financial gain?
You're speculating.
What would you do, Grimoire, if you could grow valuable stone straight from the earth? This is a potential murder weapon, is it not?
I don't know. I don't think the murderer would leave the murder weapon just lying around.
I think you'd be surprised as to what people leave lying around. Some breed of amphibious, although none of the
I
statues.
guess.
Bueno chicos, estuve dando vueltas preguntándole a todo el mundo las cosas que no había preguntado. Y encontré en el aviario esta nueva pista. Pájaros y jaulas. 3 pájaros de colores vivos en una pesada y ornamentada jaula. Vamos a preguntarle a Penny.
I must say the girls are awfully well behaved today. I think they know we're in the presence of company. They belong to you. Why do you keep them in a cage?
They need a special diet, particular treatment. I let them out to fly occasionally, of course. But they're all one of a kind. I couldn't let anything happen to them.
Do they have names?
Of course. Let me introduce you to Tabitha, Tamara, and Tatiana.
Todos conté.
I've already forgotten all 3 of those names.
Which one is which?
Oh, that's simple. Tatiana is the oldest. Tabitha's the most patient, and Tamara has the best sense of rhythm.
Glad we cleared that up.
What about the one on your head? On my head? It's just my hat. It doesn't have a name. Who would name their hat?
El sombrero. Me muero. Ah, a ella no le
I
pregunté
can't decide what's worse.
de las
How she
fotos.
looks here, or how she looks now.
Do you know who this is? In the photo?
Oh, absolutely no idea.
Bueno,
Freya was very talented, even at that.
Do you know how old this photo is?
Not sure. Must be a couple of years at least. Sometime before Fiona settled on her current style. Looks a little simple for Poppy, doesn't it? Thought she was a grade 12 or something.
I didn't know there were that many grades.
I'm sure they invented some new ones just for her.
¿cómo la odia?
I don't know what that is. Ooh, delightful. More of a gemstone than a fruit, isn't it?
Inedible, too, I think.
Yes. At one point I thought Fitz might be growing them to sell them. But honestly, I think he just likes the way they look.
Bueno,
There's something
Ay, al
about those
fin.
petals we found in Penny's room. Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
igual, ¿qué tenía que ver los pájaros? ¿Por qué tenía que encontrar los pájaros si es sobre los pétalos?
So, yeah, we found this.
Oh, that's nothing.
You wrote, "Now I'll get her," on a piece of paper and hid it in your room. That's not nothing.
Actually,
La
it's
cara.
not the message I wanted to ask about. It's those red flower petals.
The petals.
Son de rosas rojas.
They're from red roses. And there's only one place in Tangle Tower with red roses.
We need a clue. Something that shows the roses and who they belong to.
Bueno. ¿Los dibujos de Flora? No. Dibujos de Freya.
It's a drawing of Fitz and Poppy in the rooftop garden. See what Fitz is holding?
La flecha.
I can't imagine what you're getting at. But it doesn't matter. I couldn't have taken anything from the rooftop garden. It's only accessible from Fitz's room or Poppy's room. How could I have taken something from a garden to which I have no access?
Is it really only accessible from those two bedrooms?
For
No,
most people, it
se
would
puede
be.
nadar.
But don't forget, Penny's the resident ornithologist.
My dears, what are you accusing
De ahí
me?
venían los pájaros. Pero también se puede nadar. Pueden ir nadando. Uno de los pájaros de Penny se usó para chantajear a Poppy y Fitz, pero no funcionó.
One of Penny's birds was used to bribe Poppy and Fitz, but it didn't work. Nope.
Demonios. Uno de los pájaros de Penny se usó para espiar a Poppy y Fitz y robar las pruebas.
One of Penny's birds was used to spy on Poppy and Fitz
Vamos.
and steal evidence from them. We know those two have been spending time together in the rooftop garden. I'm guessing you got paranoid. Wanted to know what they were up to.
I'm just not the jealous type. I would never suspect Fitz of anything like that. Besides, Tabitha hardly ever leaves her cage. She's certainly never flown up to the rooftop garden.
We need a clue to compare with Penny's birds. Something
Dale.
to prove one of them has been in the rooftop garden.
Las plumas. Esa.
Let's take a closer look at these.
Bueno. No sé si la amarilla o la violeta, pero bueno. Esa pluma amarilla se la dejó la ave amarilla de Penny cuando visitó el jardín de la azotea.
This yellow feather was left behind by Penny's yellow bird when it visited the rooftop garden.
Vamos. Toma Penny en tu cara.
I can't stand it! Knowing the two of them are hidden away up there in their private little garden. I couldn't risk spying on them myself, so I asked dear Tabitha to do it for me. I knew she'd be able to bring me back some evidence.
Sorry, Penny, but are you not overreacting a little?
You don't understand. Fitz is slipping away from me. He's so quiet with me these days. But being with Poppy seems to bring him out of his shell. I don't know what he sees in her miserable little... I apologize. This really isn't your burden to bear.
Perfecto. Y ahora nos falta solamente la sospecha de Pointer. Como que me falta una prueba. Me queda un solo espacio tal cual. Me falta una prueba, pero no sé cuál. O no sé dónde.
It's too cloudy.
It's also daytime.
Trinkets.
They're clearly giz...
Every astronomy tower needs a telescope.
I want to try.
Ajá.
You can see right into Flora's room.
Not by accident.
I can see Flora, but she's not looking this way. She's looking up. Behind her is the backside of the easel holding Freya's unfinished painting. I can't really see anything behind it. Not from this angle.
It's that little plant Flora keeps on the window ledge.
Don't you think it would fall off? In the wind.
Maybe it's glued down.
I can just about see the gramophone. You can see right
Not by
behind her. I can't really see. I can see the doorway. It leads into the hall. The door itself is on the floor, knocked off its hinges. You can see right
Not
I can
by
behind her is the can't really see.
Is that a window?
I think it is.
Is there another room above Flora's room?
Why?
We should check that next time we're over there.
What?
Isn't this supposed to be an astronomy telescope? I'm pretty sure you need to see the sky for...
I can't move it. I think this is just how it's set up.
There's something about Pointer's
Detallazo.
astronomy habits. Something suspicious.
Let's ask him about it.
Sospecha de Pointer al fin.
So, Professor, what interests you about astronomy exactly?
It's not a matter of being interested. Once you expand your mind to the wider universe, it cannot be unexpanded.
Desexpandirla.
And how long have you been an astronomer?
I really don't like to give exact values unless I'm sure I can quantify them.
Convenient.
Why do you ask me these things?
I have a theory about you, Professor.
Oh? Go on.
No le interesa nada la astronomía, está intentando que le pongan su nombre a un planeta, ha descubierto que un meteorito se dirige a la Tierra. Cualquiera de los otros dos.
You're not really interested in astronomy at all.
What could you possibly mean by that?
I think you're interested in a slightly different field of research.
Uy. ¿Los bichos?
I don't have time for tiny, insignificant insects. My studies focus only on the inconceivably large and the unimaginably far away.
Right. That's why you like using your telescope so much.
Yes, naturally. My little portal into another world.
Yeah, about that.
El telescopio de Pointer intentaba... No. En realidad estaba mirando a la escena del crimen. ¿Por qué? Y no hacia el cielo.
Pointer's telescope was actually looking at the crime scene and not up at the sky.
No me dicen por qué, pero bueno.
First you accuse me of being a lowly entomologist. Now you're accusing me of, what, spying?
Are you spying?
Why would I need to spy on Flora?
Why? Because you lost your golden beetle specimen, and it's made you paranoid. You think somebody stole it from you.
Might not have been Flora you were spying on. Might have been Freya.
It's a very precious specimen. Incredibly rare. Valuable in ways you could never understand. Freya was always sneaking around. Both towers and in the gardens too. She was definitely up to something.
So, this next question is important. You were looking to Flora's room around the time of the murder. Did you witness the crime, Professor?
¡Apa!
No, I didn't. When I looked into the room, Flora was already lying on the floor.
Flora? You mean Freya?
No, Flora. She was lying by the window. I couldn't see Freya at all. It was fairly dark. The telescope isn't at a very good angle. That's why I decided to head over there myself. I needed to know what was going on.
This changes your statement, doesn't it?
Es tal cual.
Everything I told you in my statement was true.
Apart from the reason you left your tower in the first place.
Right.
Interesante.
Let's go over what we know about the crime scene.
Igual, claro, ahora tengo una nueva habitación.
Freya was definitely up to something.
Something to do with the statue in the garden, I think.
Maybe we should go back and check. And we could have missed something.
Ajá.
This wasn't here before.
What is it?
It's a little wooden toy. Looks kind of like a crab.
There's a note stuck to the back.
What does it say? Grimoire?
Este es mi nuevo amigo. Le gusta la música, las melodías sencillas le conmueven el alma. Os deseo lo mejor a los dos. Freya. Una especie de juguete de madera. Debajo de una lámina de cristal hay una capa de tinta oscura. Bueno.
What do you think? Is it really from her?
How can it be?
Why don't we check the handwriting with Freya's diary?
Good idea. Hold on.
Well,
It's a perfect match.
¡Demonios!
it's confirmed. We have a ghost helping us.
Let's keep this to ourselves for now.
What about the little wooden toy thingy?
Maybe we can put it to some kind of use.
Asuntos pendientes. Pero igual, antes de ver lo de la estatua, quiero ir a ver a la nueva habitación. La habitación escondida. El ático.
What is that?
Not sure. Some kind of reel?
Looks like it might attach to something.
Chisme de carrete. Un carrete de latón con un tornillo en la parte superior. Enrollado en el carrete y un trozo de cuerda roja y fina.
Just dusty junk.
It's a jar. The head screws off.
Huh.
Where's that light coming from?
Well, it's just daylight, I think. There's a decent gap between those floorboards.
Oh.
Is that what I think it is?
Justo de arriba.
Is that what I think it is? Is that what I think it is?
Oh.
What's in that little box? I bet it's bones. A skull, at least.
You know, maybe I won't open it. It's a statue of a wolf, standing up straight, like a man.
You know, there's a name for that.
I know.
It's not quite as dusty as everything else up here. Also, it's not a statue. It's stuffed.
Upa.
Just dusty junk.
Someone painted out the window.
Do you think it was done recently?
No idea. Either way, it's pretty suspicious.
Lo es.
Just dusty junk.
Bueno. Upa. Ahora vamos a ver la estatua. Al fin.
I'm still not sure about
Should we take another look?
Let's come back.
Pero... ¿Y el juguetito? Ah, acá. Decía de las melodías. ¿Lo tendré que tener mientras escucho las melodías? Ajá. Canto de ave. Perfecto. Entonces tengo que encontrar las otras melodías. Espera, espera. Que algunas me acuerdo porque me llamaba la atención cuando decía de las melodías. Perfecto. El otro es el cassette y Poppy, me parece. Igual me llama mucho la atención porque está roto. Quiero saber. Espero que me cuenten.
Weird. It's someone humming a tune.
Excelente. Y Poppy.
This
No,
Really?
me equivoqué.
I gave it to
What was on?
No es esa.
Any idea? Maybe some.
No es esa, era la partitura.
Yeah, it's mine.
Can you play the tune?
Sure.
That's all 4 melodies.
So,
Should
what?
we go back to the gardens again?
Perfecto. Como para abajo, para arriba.
Let's try this again.
Ah, acá me lo muestra.
You know, I
Genial.
think we might be able to solve.
Al fin, esto desde el principio que me tenía. Que quería saber qué onda. Ahí está.
That's gotta be right.
Nothing. Maybe it's broken.
Wait, do you hear that?
Un cuarto secreto.
Are we gonna go in?
Por supuesto.
Yeah, but there's a couple of things I want to do first.
¿Cómo? Habla con Sally la cena del crimen. Bueno, tengo que venir acá. Yo me estaba adelantando. La cena del crimen.
We know a little more about the crime scene now. So, what do you think? Was Freya stabbed by her own painting?
No. La sangre del tarro de pintura se usó para pintar la punta roja de la pluma pintada del baño tinta para que pareciera un cuchillo con sangre.
Blood from the paint pot was used to paint the red tip of the painted ink dip feather to resemble a bloody knife.
I think you're right. Can't decide if I'm disappointed or relieved.
I have a question. Why?
Either it's a very strange coincidence, or somebody set it up.
Somebody deliberately put blood in the paint pot and hid that feather after the crime. Why? To distract us?
Possibly.
Well, it worked.
Possibly.
Flora's the only person who could have hidden the feather, unless someone took it from her.
Let's go over what we do know. The door was locked the whole time. It stayed locked until Fitz kicked it down. Normally, it can only be opened from the inside. Pointer said he couldn't see Freya from his telescope, but he did see Flora, lying by the window.
So whatever got Freya got Flora too?
Except Flora survived. She didn't get a stab wound like Freya did.
Hold on. If there was no knife, then what did stab Freya?
It could be anything. It might not even be important.
How is it not important?
Right now, I'm less interested in the what, and more interested in the how.
The angle of Freya's wound suggests she was stabbed at a perfect right angle. That is, from directly in front of her. But she was standing right up by the canvas.
Somehow, Freya ended up lying on her back, still perfectly in line with the painting.
Maybe something went through it.
Through the painting? Wouldn't that leave a hole?
Pero exacto.
Okay, well, how about this? How do we know Freya was stabbed before she fell over? Maybe her being stabbed and her falling over are completely unrelated.
Que primero haya caído.
Are we done?
For now, it's about time we found out what's beneath the garden. Where do you think it goes?
Down.
Bajar. Debajo. Ajá. Laboratorio.
It looks like they're being boiled, but the liquid is ice cold.
Y está roto.
It looks like the liquid is ice. A cracked glass tank with 9 little rooms. Each one has 1 or 2 insects inside. I can't tell if they're still alive.
I like that you called them rooms.
What's in there? 9 beetles. All different, all dead.
Poor little guys.
Now, there's a bunch of notes written all around them. It's mostly numbers. No idea what they mean. 9 beetles.
Poor little
It's mostly numbers. 9.
Poor little
It's mostly numbers.
Bueno.
It's a little
That's
what?
weird. It looks really normal compared to the beetles behind the glass. Forensic Entomology, Volume 3.
That's an incredibly specific area of study.
Forensic Entomology.
That's an incredibly a candle perched on a barrel.
Very medieval.
I was thinking pirates.
Medieval pirates. Bugs. Big ones.
Looks like they're made of metal. Hand-drawn entomology charts. Hand-drawn entomology charts. Rows of plants growing in wide wooden boxes.
What color is the soil?
It looks black, but it's too dark to tell.
Is that a lab coat?
Warning, hand wash only. Size, small.
Is it locked?
Seems likely, doesn't it?
Otro
Weird looking
puzzle.
safe.
I'm pretty sure the latches can slide into the middle.
Ah, no. Aquí yo.
Nothing.
I think we're trying to capture the key most of the website.
That's the one.
Esa, esta no estuvo fácil, pero me
Not
gustó.
bad.
Me gustó porque lo entendí.
Anything inside?
Yeah, more research.
Investigación secreta, una carpeta que contiene notas de investigación y diagramas. Nuestra flora y fauna únicas son consecuencia de una serie de sustancias químicas por identificar. Estas sustancias químicas están siempre presentes en el agua, formando nubes y llenando el lago. Esto causa diversas mutaciones en plantas y animales. Las criaturas más afectadas son las más pequeñas, como los arácnidos, insectos, moluscos, anfibios y crustáceos. Sin embargo, las sustancias químicas pueden ascender por la cadena alimentaria y causar mutaciones en aves y reptiles. Que sepamos, los mamíferos no se ven afectados en nada.
Whose research is this?
Freya.
This is some seriously in-depth research.
It's impressive, but it's incomplete. There's a section missing.
Es verdad, es la del escarabajo. Ahí está.
So, this is Pointer's secret lab.
Definitely seems like he's the one using it.
I guess not a lot of people know about the secret entrance.
Yo pensé que era
Right.
Freya.
But if Pointer's the only one who comes down here, why would he need to lock his research in a safe? Who is he hiding it from?
He's just paranoid, especially about his golden beetle.
What do you think he's trying to do exactly?
¿Qué está intentando hacer? No sé. Pointer no era consciente de... Ha estado intentando criar... Ha estado intentando criar El escarabajo dorado. ¿En el laboratorio subterráneo?
Pointer.
¡Esa! ¡De una!
The golden beetle in the underground
¡De
laboratory.
una!
Why? Because it's rare?
Because it's gold?
Is that it?
I think so. I don't think he cares about entomology any more than he cares about astronomy. He just wants to get one over on Felix. If he can breed his own gold, suddenly Poppy's inheritance is looking pretty,
Infinite. Might explain why he was so worried about losing the beetle. Maybe somebody did steal it.
Might have been Freya after all. We know she was trying to get through the secret door in the garden.
She might not have known what was down here, though. Maybe she was just curious.
Curious, sure, but not naive. I reckon she knew what was going on.
I think we're still missing the bigger picture.
Sí.
There's no way this is all just about a beetle. We're done.
Ready to go down? Again?
¡Oh! Nivel inferior. Wow.
It's an old coat rack. Looks thoroughly neglected.
2 cloaks, and a green hat draped on top for good measure.
A single book on a little makeshift table.
This is creeping me out slightly.
Why?
I think it's a children's book.
Místigos del mar y del cielo. Un libro de fotos para niños, parece muy viejo. El baño tinta, un elegante pájaro de plumaje rojo y blanco. La sierpe plata, un reptil acuático sin ojos y con una larga lengua. El portaalmas, un cangrejo con 3 pinzas de distinto tamaño. Y el anfobi, una criatura similar a una rana que camina sobre 2 patas.
We're too late. This photograph has been stabbed.
Why? By what?
Not sure. Some kind of metal stabbing thingy.
Cosa mero stabby thingy. Una varilla de metal fina pero resistente estaba clavada en una fotografía. Para mí esta es el arma homicida. La varilla tiene un extremo curvo y puntiagudo como una flecha o la manecilla de un reloj. Tiene un pequeño aro en la parte posterior con un trozo de cuerda roja atado a él y el metal está perfectamente limpio y pulido.
So what's the photo?
Está enmarcada pero está un poco húmeda. La fotografía muestra a una joven. Hay un hombre grandote sentado junto a ella. Alrededor de ellos hay varias aves rojas y blancas. Y en la foto había clavado un objeto de metal que ha dejado un agujero cerca del pecho del hombre.
Do you know who it is in the photo?
La de la foto de Flora, parece.
This man in the photo, he reminds me of something from one of our
O
clues.
Freya, de chica. Ya entré en la duda.
That's not right.
¿No?
That's not right. 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 Felix made a little model of him for Flora.
Yeah, makes sense when you know who he is.
Uy, Lord Remington.
Lord Remington.
Remington. That makes him Flora's father, meaning the girl in the photo is...
Yeah,
Flora.
it's her. See the bird too.
I never would have guessed. Times sure do change.
I don't know. I don't think she looks so different.
¿Será que Pointer se quiere todo? Quiere... Ay, no sé. Ay, no sé. No quería apretar ella.
There's a roll of paper up there.
I'll see if I can reach it.
Let me guess. Blank.
Un mapa.
It's the aviary. The rooftop garden. Well, that name makes a little more sense in this context. A bedroom.
That's Fifi's room, isn't it?
Study. Wait,
I know what you're thinking. And no, we never went in there.
How did we miss it?
A bedroom.
Penny's room, I think. Music room.
It's the room.
The laboratory?
Yeah.
That's the room we're in now. It's not labeled as anything.
I think it already existed when this was made. The library.
Storage.
It's Freya's room. This seems pretty significant.
Agreed.
Los planos, la gran mansión. La habitación de Freya está identificada como almacén y en el centro hay una habitación marcada como estudio. Miércoles.
Old cardboard boxes.
How exciting.
Oh, but there's more. They're also damp and empty. Do these puddles work?
Why?
That's lake water, but it's indoors.
Ah, I see your point.
A bunch of picture frames, but it's too dark to see the pictures.
It's not too dark. The frames are all empty.
Dato.
It's an empty bookcase.
Something tells me it's been empty for a long time.
Old cardboard.
How exciting.
Oh, they're also empty.
Gives off kind of a dungeon.
What do people actually use?
Nothing good.
Basements don't normally have windows.
Or at the bottom of the lake. It must be.
Right, but if that's the lake bed, why does it look like that?
Like what?
White, smooth, no plants, no anything. That's not what a lake looks like.
Where are we?
El lago.
Did you notice how much light this room has? For a room with one candle?
It's all coming through the window.
I'm pretty sure lakes are supposed to be darker at the bottom, not lighter.
Why is there a room down here anyway? And why is it so much older than the rest of Tangle Tower?
We still don't really know why people came to live here in the first place.
Maybe they just wanted to get rich, like Pointer with his beetles.
I feel like the Remingtons came here for the lake, for what was in it.
It's empty though. More empty than a normal lake would be.
It is now, yeah. Maybe we're too late.
Siento que estoy re callada, pero porque la verdad que todo esto no me lo esperaba y me llama mucho la atención.
Let's head back up to the Grand Hall. I want to find that last room.
Quiero saber qué onda. Me llama mucho la atención. Ojo.
Wow, it's dark all of a sudden.
Sí.
How long were we down there?
Oh, pero ya tengo todo con ella. Acá.
This must be it. This thing goes all the way up.
How are we supposed to get up there?
Hang on, it's pitch black, but I think there's a switch.
Ajá.
A ladder.
Want to go up?
Por supuesto. Ay. El corazón oculto. Estoy re entusiasmada. Apa, apa, apa. Bueno.
You know, in any normal room, this thing would be my main concern. In here, though, it barely makes the top 3.
Those aren't bird cages.
Some of them are disconcertingly large.
At least they're all empty.
You sure that's a good thing? Who are all the people in this photo?
Not sure, but it looks like someone didn't like them very much. Their eyes have all been crossed out.
Foto de grupo. Una fotografía con un robusto marco de madera. Está cubierta de polvo y parece tener varios años. Una placa de bronce en la base del marco reza los embajadores de la mansión Mistida. Son 2 mujeres y 3 hombres. Y a las 5 personas le han tapado los ojos con tinta negra.
That photo is important. I'm sure of it.
Sí, pero todavía no. Espera, salí.
It's a wooden pinboard, hung up on one of the chains.
Looks like there's a couple of things missing from it.
Han pegado una gran hoja de papel en el centro. Han dibujado 3 líneas que parten del hueco del centro. Una hoja más pequeña debajo muestra un dibujo que se le parece a la silueta de una figura con capa. Parece Hokusho.
An axe and some kind of hunting rifle mounted on the wall.
Honestly, doesn't look like they've been moved in a few
I'm more worried about the third one.
The third one?
Que no está.
The one that isn't there.
Demonios.
Coffee table, half empty wine bottle, lamp left on. I'm gonna say someone's been using this room.
Someone complacent enough to leave their notebook lying around.
Han arrancado varias páginas, pero quedan algunas. Quinto embajador localizado por fin. Mi optimismo era escaso, la verdad, pero aún así me he llevado un chasco. No era mejor que el resto. Llevé a mi amigo Místido a la sala de música para hacer experimentos. Funciona, tal vez demasiado bien. El laboratorio fue otra decepción. Tanto esfuerzo, ¿para qué? Es aún más corto de miras de lo que me imaginaba. Fui al fondo, bonita vista. Lo han dejado limpio en su mayor parte, pero tengo lo que necesito. Ha estado aquí. Fue cuidadosa, no movió nada, pero lo sé, es la hora. ¡Demonios!
Hooks. Big hooks.
That's a bookcase. It's mostly empty.
What a surprise.
Crumpled up paper.
Is there anything written on any
Not
of it?
really. It's mostly blank. Centipede. How many legs?
Too many.
Another photograph.
Their faces are all crossed out with some kind of black ink.
That's weird.
Oh, you think so?
No, I mean, something I just realized. Sally, did we meet any of these people here at Tangle Tower?
No.
Well, the woman on the left looks a little like Poppy,
Sí.
but her style is way different. And at first I thought the guy on the top right was Felix, but now that I look at it, I don't think it is him.
Sospechosísimo.
Do those look like scratch marks to you? On the glass?
Yeah, they're on the inside.
Oh.
Dragon?
Snake?
Worm?
That's the one.
That's how we got in.
Doesn't look like there's any other way to get in or out.
An incinerator built into the wall. It's still pretty hot.
Is there anything left
It's
inside?
mostly ashes, but yeah, there's something.
La pluma. Poco más que un montón de polvo y cenizas. Entre las cenizas hay varios botones negros. Se pueden ver restos de tela de color rojo.
Someone's been using this room. I don't get it. This room is in the original building plans for the mansion, but nowadays it's some big secret?
It's not a secret to everybody. At least one other person still knows about this room.
The way the notebook was left out on the table makes me think it's someone who has the room all to themselves.
Whoever it was, they left more than just the notebook. There's a whole design project on this pinboard. Feels like someone put quite a bit of effort into it.
It's a shame there are things missing from it. I'm betting it'd make more sense if we could see it all together.
That might not be impossible, you know. That doesn't.
We need something that could attach. I think that, but not this part of it.
That's not right. Something that's been taped at the top.
La foto del cuadro.
The painting from Freya's room and those sketches. Did Freya design Detective Hawkshaw's clothes? What kind of sense does that make?
Hawkshaw
I
Freya?
think that's why Freya made that painting. But it may have been why somebody took a photo of it to use as reference. And as for those sketches of Hawkshaw, I don't think Freya actually drew them. It was somebody else. Someone with less of a talent for art.
Doesn't exactly narrow it down.
No.
Should we go ask Detective Hawkshaw about all this?
Oh.
I'm not sure. I still don't know what's really going on.
Ay, 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 ay. Ay, ay, ay. Bueno, chicos, vamos a dejar acá. Porque estaba por seguir. Pero si después tenemos que hacerle más preguntas a los otros personajes, nos va a llevar más tiempo. Así que vamos a hacer otra parte. Que seguro que es la última. No sé cuánto durará. Así que nos vemos muy pronto con una sexta parte de Tangle Tower.
Si te gustó este video, danos ese like y suscríbete. Pásaselo a tus amigos.
Y no olvides seguirnos en nuestras redes sociales para enterarte de las novedades. Desde ya, muchas gracias.
Y nos vemos en la próxima odisea.